This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Hopkins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You draw quarters. Check.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trubisky will throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hopkins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They can't hang with that. Alert, 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 alert. Watch the twitch.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Protein spill.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Ran, go. Rush in. Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions.
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hopkins nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 50. Alert.
They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
57, Mike, 57. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Hey, 18. Check, left. Chopper. Red, top. Right.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I want to work. 57 to Mike. Behind.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
We got 4. Hurry, back.
Looking to throw. Hopkins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Under 10. General West. Get.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break. Hopkins eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Sta caricando, nel frattempo vado un attimo là. Ottimo, Just Lance, My Little Pony.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50 seconds to Mike. Alert. Stay with your man. Hey, echo. 50 seconds.
Now Trubisky to throw.
No,
Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA.
bordello succede
A
questo.
big play there.
Cerca anche di
76 yards. The
molto meglio,
Chargers, they're able to
ragazzi.
widen their lead.
Tu Carletta come
In
stai?
order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Carla, ma tu Adriano lo senti o non parla più?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off.
Ah, ma è giusto pure Ciccio.
Sì.
I think it's high
Ciao
time to
pare.
get him some
Non mi
passes that he's
sentivo più, ho
comfortable
detto
with.
capace
He's
che
throwing some
non lo sento
completions.
io.
He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Single, down.
Ma che state
Back
sparando?
to throw. Hopkins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball,
Però se Franchi alla chiave è buono perché se no non può aprire la cassa, mi sembra. Non mi ricordo se avevano 2 o una sola di chiave, non me lo ricordo.
Io 2 no. Cioè, Pere.
Io
ne ho una, ad esempio, ancora
l'altro
l'altro giorno.
And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
No, io sono più fresco, sto ride, infatti non vedo se ci sta come prossimo a fare o tipo Levietano, qualche altro pack Levietano sulla luna. No, io non ce l'ho il DLC sulla luna, santo Dio. Sulla Play no, non lo compro 2 volte. Cioè, se qualcuno me lo passa per farlo, buono, ma no. Proprio per cosa, ma non devi comprare se devi passare per la Play.
A saperlo te lo davo a te e non lo davo a Cibo. Vero Cibo?
E voi dovete chiedere prima a me.
Te guarda, calcola, nemmeno ti conosco di persona.
Me l'avresti dato.
A te l'avrei dato.
Ai ai.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Io invece propongo sempre il solito quello che dico, che c'è pure il passato, che è quello della terra. Quello secondo me è interessante, però è sempre da capire.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
No, vabbè, aspetta, cos'è un pompa?
Back to throw here.
Oh,
He's got a
minchia,
man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Un fusione è difficile, un fusione è difficile di vincere così tanto. Minchia, un pompa ti capisco, però sto impazzendo. Per lei ora guarda questo nuovo emblema che appena entriamo. Sto cercando di fare tale per non lanciare al 6.
Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Let's go.
Go.
70, Indy. Right. He's down right here, down the right. Hey, we got Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Hopkins. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Comunque io credo di avere comunque la torre buggata.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Non rompere tutto e cose, no? Vedi che ti bandano per
But you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team. Defensive tackles, because we have them just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Sto entrando nella squadra comunque. Sì, perché posso entrare comunque.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hopkins.
Sì, sono arrivato ora alla torre.
Per lei guarda, questo è per questa season. Quello tipo emblema, tipo devi donare 5.000 di frostarina e te lo danno. Io dato che mi interessa soltanto partecipare l'ho preso e basta.
Ciccio, può essere che il microfono è troppo alto?
Aspetta, lo abbasso un po'.
try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Allora, transito del limite ho preso, giusto, lancia granato, triangolo. E che devo cercare? Tamburo potenziato, granata temporale, fondino torrecaricante, assassino ambizioso, compensazione lineare e telaio adattivo della mannina che fa la manaccia.
Vabbè, non lo faceva con le spade.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Hopkins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Allora mi piacerebbe farlo quello nuovo, però capisci che se non me lo dà qualcuno in qualche modo io non so che fare. Cioè mi interessa pure a me questo è la luna, io non so manco di cosa parla, cosa succede. Non ne so niente, però. No, il giardino della salvezza. No, è il giardino della salvezza.
And now time is called as we've got an injured
vabbè,
Charger
sì, lo
down
so
there
come
on the
funziona, però
field.
capito, sempre lì.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
No ball.
From the 31, Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ma avevamo sbagliato abbiamo sbagliato a sparare, abbiamo sbagliato tutto, cioè io ho sparato con la primaria.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Ah, per lei ho visto uno con 1007 di luce. Poi tipo gente con 1007 di luce. 1007. 1007 di luce. No, vabbè, ma la stessa cosa, senza fare 1000.
It's first and 10.
1007 di luce. No, gente che sta lì a morire proprio per i giochi.
Di più non è una persona sola, perché una persona sola non può arrivare a me. Devono essere in 6 per arrivare a me.
Ma io di più un botto poi. È troppa gente.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ah, sono ragazzini, hanno 16 anni l'uno, che cazzo vuoi dire?
Ragazzi, Carletto potrebbe pure farlo tranquillamente, però che non si vuole fare figurare.
C'è gente che ha 16
That's
anni.
very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent
Si chiama-
offense, just better
Si
defense.
vergogna
I
di
think
dirci
you're
le
right.
ore che ha fatto su Red Dead e quello su Conan.
Si chiama Goku 96.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 18. 57, Mike 57.
Trubisky to throw again.
Ma
He
via,
can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead,
Tipo,
4th down.
vamo, il
Man's
crasto,
getting a little
il
loose with the
crasto quello
football
dove
there,
di
right?
Pasqua.
Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back
Da
to back
Marco ci sei
drives with
stato.
interceptions. He's lucky there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Vabbè, ma perché sei da tuo cugino?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
No,
And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any
No, ti
kind of
dovevi
rhythm.
dare
Put it
fuoco.
mildly because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many
fatela
teams
partire
patient enough to
subito.
stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the
Io-
ball through the
io l'ho
air.
messa
They've got to
pure.
get their timing back.
Vabbè, come eravamo l'altro giorno.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Hopkins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Adri, ricordati una spallata, eh? Ma quello è Carlo.
An extra
Ah,
quarterback
bravo,
now in the
ci
game
stai.
for the Chargers here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Hopkins.
Non parlare
Flush to his right.
se
And he is going to be taken down.
Anche il
And that should
50.
be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Ma infatti
The
dovrebbe
amount of
essere
sacks
esattamente il
they've absorbed in
contrario.
this game is absolutely
Chi dà la
extraordinary.
spallata
Let's
dovrebbe
face
fare
it,
più danno di
this
tutti
offensive
perché
line
va corpo a
flat
corpo
out
con il
cannot handle
boss.
this pass
Quindi
rush. It's been
onestamente
demonstrated time and time again.
dovrebbe essere, perché guarda che quando dai la spallata il 30% delle volte il 70% delle volte ti scafazzano il
And he
numero.
got all of it. This is brought in at the 21.
Quando vai contro i boss.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the
dove
face
perché
mask,
Sì,
and that'll give
ma
him
sempre
even
abilità
better
speciale
starting
parliamo,
position.
sì, quella è la viola.
Personal
Bianco o
foul
blu,
penalty is not
bianco o
going to
blu.
help.
No, in these types of situations, players
Direi
will tell you
bianco.
that's extra intensity.
Bianco o blu.
From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Bizantino.
A lack of discipline
Adri,
defensively on
strutturi
4th
dopo,
down,
dai.
and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Guarda tu, quello di Riven, mai l'avevo visto. C'è il culo questo. Guarda, questo è il culo.
Now back to throw. And this is
Dico,
caught.
sta fa
I think he
cazzo
got that with
succede
one
ogni
hand.
tanto.
Guadagnato tanto, ma
Give him a couple
guadagnato
on the
di
catch at 2nd and 8.
presa.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain.
No,
That
non
size,
secondo me.
that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers
Yeah,
too.
cool.
Yeah,
Culo.
tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed
Oh,
catches nowadays.
minchia, non
Just
mi ha
not
preso.
right.
Comunque andiamo in blu,
Throwing
in
in
blu.
on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
Good route, good pickup for first down
Se
yardage.
ritarda
And that is a
tutto
tough
buono e
one to
benedetto.
cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice play.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Ah, Frank,
Picked up
ok,
by
no,
Rocky
sì.
Sin. And he will bring this
No,
all
devo
the way
concentrare il
back
cinema,
out to
nel senso,
midfield.
quando questo ha serata.
A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it though. Who's happy about
Sì, lo
this
so,
fact?
però Buco il
Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
Vabbè,
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game
Sì, però
they've
anche
got
un gioco
good
per andare
starting
in
field
finale per la
position
gente
as they
che
come
si
up here
farà.
1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe,
È una merda, è una specie di Tremors, è una specie di Tremors che forse voi non avete mai visto.
Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal
Sì,
standpoint.
ma nella,
That
sì,
is sack
lo so che
number
voi lo
100,
conoscete, ma in
and
questa
what has
chat
certainly
ci
been
sono
a
due
terrific career
generazioni.
to this
Non la
point.
pigliate a mano.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a
Quindi
second
ci può
down and
stare che
17.
Gremlins non l'hanno visto, anche perché magari hanno visto Gremlins 5, Gremlins 5 che oppure Tremors 5 che la
He
rosa.
takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
No
25
Gremlins,
yards there on the
Tremors.
catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup.
Qua, c'è bene lì.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Just a yard on the catch there.
Ah, quindi la,
Second and
quindi la
nine.
bolla la
You got
scusi,
the
la
big
bolla
lead
possessione chi la mette?
willing to give him that underneath stuff.
Ma
right?
ne hanno
And
fatti
this is why
veramente
you
così
work on your
tanti di
tackle.
Tremor.
Tackle him
Dio
after the
santo.
catch,
Io sì,
inbounds, keep
mettere
the
a
clock
bolla.
running, just really
perché
playing
no?
the game out that way.
Due.
Ah, Ciccio tu la metti a destra.
Ok, va bene.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Sì, vabbè, gli fai danno là dopo che...
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's
Minchia,
doing a good
sbagli la
job
freccia e allora
upstairs,
prendi
they'll
che fare,
file away
scusa,
what they just saw
cioè,
from the
è un
defense
morto
right there. They
gigante.
sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, get them over the top.
Ma Carletto è veramente troppo grande, cioè lo prendi vicino alla gliela butti prima vicino alla mano, comunque l'hai
To throw
preso.
on 3rd down. Hopkins, and the throw
Vabbè,
there
dico
going to
anche
be
vicino alla mano, dico
incomplete.
comunque
Well, the
un
trials and
manone, non è che
tribulations of being a
piccolo,
quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Questa pulla deve uscire. Oh, qua. Subito sulla sinistra, subito.
On 4th down, Hopkins.
Quindi io la metto vicino, vabbè, io la metto vicino il muro, vabbè. Vabbè, dove eravamo messo al preciso pari,
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the
No,
distance.
no, cambia. Non ero io per la strada. Vabbè, ma dobbiamo fare queste raccomandazioni prima. Però stavolta non so quante ne abbia tirato, ma poche. Io l'ho tirato, ma non mi ricordo più. No, per quello, no, io ho visto qualcosa la
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
No, ti devi buttare qua subito.
Not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Bravo. No, aspetta, poi.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide
buttatevi
receiver on
contro
this
di
side
lui.
of the football.
They haven't been on the same page,
Vai.
quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Spariamo due, mettiamo, io direi. Posso dire una cosa?
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
Sì,
Ma dovete venire verso di me, ragazzi, io sono dentro la bolla.
Another field goal attempt coming up, and that's not how they want to
E
end
allora,
drives. They've
è
got to figure out
ipotizzabile
what's the final
pensare
touch that they
a
need.
sostituire una bolla con un altro arco, con un'altra freccia e spariamo tutti da dentro una bolla. No, non li sono, però uno spara la freccia, dopodiché dopo 10 secondi, 5 secondi uno spara un'altra freccia. Non lo so, sto chiedendo.
Non ce ne so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone
Sì,
for a
ma
touchback.
no, ma perdiamo. No, ragazzi, scusatemi, mancava il danno di Adriano perché ho visto che comunque c'era. Allora facciamo. Cioè, no, l'ho lanciata, l'abbiamo lanciata, sì, l'ho lanciata io, ma mancava il danno di Adriano.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just
Sì, ma
any
ma dura
interception,
troppo
are you a
poco, la
little
spalata
bit more
dura molto di
cautious
più.
when you start that next drive or no? You just
La
throw that
spalata
out?
dura legnata.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any
Blue,
way you can
blue,
run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
No.
Dai.
Sì, c'è, inizia spettacolo qua. No, ma io non c'ero comunque, io mi sembrava non c'ero, però realmente non mi ha dato.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down.
No, per la merda no,
work it
sono morti
across
perché
midfield. That'll wind up a gain of
sì, infatti,
27 on the
avevamo
catch and
uno
run.
scudo
They
io.
have the nice cushion.
E poi
They just
Daniero
want to pour it
buttato
on
a
right now,
sinistra
still
per
throwing the
forza, perché
football.
And I
facevo
know my
spazio.
background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and
Manco
run out the clock and get a
attaccato,
win. But as many
la
people
posta.
pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an
Invece
issue.
l'idea di partita è bella, però è rischiosa metterla un
Down the
attimino.
numbers. There he goes.
Ma dobbiamo fare, no, siamo lenti per dare i gol.
No, ma c'era l'altro, sì, ma però sarebbe fatto
passes now for
comunque
Mitchell
così.
Trubisky. The
No,
Chargers,
quale
they're
ora?
able to
No,
widen
no,
their
aspetta.
lead.
Vai.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this
No,
game.
qua.
And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth
Vabbè,
quarter.
continua.
No
Vai.
problem there on the extra point.
Vai, vai,
Decision to
vai,
just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Vai, bella.
Spettacolo, via.
No!
Che significa?
The kickoff unit is
No,
out on
si
the
è
field, and they
buggato,
will
si è
send this
buggato.
one away.
Si era fermato.
This is fielded at the goal line.
No,
Pretty
non è
good return
possibile,
here.
si
He'll
deve
be stopped
affinnare
just
lo
shy of the
scherzo.
25 at the 24-yard
Io
line.
pure, vedi che l'ho vista pure io, l'abbiamo raggiunta. È un bug. Minchia, quando mai? L'avevamo fatto al secondo gol.
Andiamo, dai.
Vabbè, riproviamo blu.
Dai.
Sì.
No,
Ma
no,
anche
15 no.
ma no, troppo.
Dai 10 agli 8 massimo.
No, ma ce l'abbiamo fatta con le bolle alla fine, non pensavo dovessero. Cioè ce la facessero così tranquillamente, quindi a posto.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to
Sì,
get a
quella dura un
delay.
cazzo, quella dura veramente un cazzo. Però ce la facciamo che. Ma infatti io avevo iniziato a cafondare, ma io, raga, forse. No, aspetta, adesso. No, non c'è. No, non c'è,
The
abbiamo spawnato
offensive
tutti.
penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a first and
C'è
10.
qualcosa tipo nel bianco dello schermo
From the
che
gun,
fa vedere
Hopkins
questo.
looking for Campbell downfield.
Allora facciamo
That's
bianco.
going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up second down.
No,
It's
l'avevamo
been this way
ucciso.
most of the
Non c'è
afternoon,
altro modo
hasn't
di
it?
dire.
This secondary,
Minchia,
they really
tranquillamente.
put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man
Avevano
or
4
zone, and
munizioni.
especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
E io ho iniziato. Ma io appena sento la bolla inizio a cafondare. Perché tanto dico
Throwing
sempre
again
danni,
on
anche
second
se è
and
minore
10.
sempre danni.
Hopkins, catch made here by Campbell.
No, questo controller.
40 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now here's Roberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it into 2.
Era ovvio.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
there goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Che fa Maria? Forse c'è. Ecco qua, blu, hai visto? Era blu.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt
Ah,
on
beh, che
1st
fa
down.
culo.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Cipi, guardami, guarda a me, Cipi, guarda a me, vedi, sono dietro di
And
te.
that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Carletto, che succede? Vabbè dai, sta andando...
The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second, let me thumb to the proper page on that. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport in a lopsided blowout.
Vogliamoli subito prima che arriva con la buttana e dobbiamo andare a fare sto bordello. Ok, minchia. Minchia liscio. Vai. Vai. Vabbè. Continuate. Qua c'è qualcuno che non ha fatto tanto danno. No, qua c'è qualcuno che non ha...
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No, c'è qua... vedi, c'è l'Apri che non colpiva.
First throw now for the backup Roethlisberger.
Dobbiamo aspettare un secondo, però...
Okay, you know my bias is...
Adriano 32.000.
Minchia, Adriano. Infatti. Ma come vedete ce la facciamo più tranquillamente l'altra volta.
A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And his first throw here is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple
Sparate
of
tutti con R2, giusto? Sparate tutti con R2.
Sì, ma li vedi, no, e da lì li abbiamo
The
fatti.
window of opportunity is
È
always
stato
going to be
Adri
small in the
soltanto che
NFL.
non avevamo
That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success
No,
in
ma
this league.
era Adri che l'aveva fatto da anni, in 32.000. Se faceva anche 200.000 avevo finito.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Dove c'è il palo, vabbè, allora al palo mi butto sul palo.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here just to take into next week?
Sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to be. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally.
A me sono finite pure.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Minchia, 533.000, quanto fa?
Hopkins, the completion good. This is
Avete preso lo standard.
and he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over
Mettiamo
possession of the
3 bolle,
football
ragazzi,
at their
mettiamo 3
42-yard
bolle
line.
dopo, per favore.
And with that kind of a
Abbiamo capito
deficit,
che...
you can't afford to make
no,
any kind of
perfetto.
mistakes.
No, perché non si vedevo col
What we've
tiro,
seen
no?
all
Mi
game
sembrava
with
che
them,
fosse
isn't it?
qualcosa che non andava.
Down this big in the
Yeah,
fourth
you'd say
quarter.
an afternoon to forget,
Minchia, quanto
absolutely.
io ho fatto 530? Che c'è fatto 530.000? Ma di che cazzo stiamo parlando? Sì, sì. La storia è blu. È blu
The
la
Charger
blu.
drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's
Abbiamo
extra
avuto pure
time,
a
extra
passo,
plays.
abbiamo tre pure quello.
Really hurts the team on defense.
Abbiamo avuto un passo. Paura, l'avevamo, era chiusa, non era persa, era chiusa. Sì, sì, in realtà è già morto, però ci sta mettendo alla prova proprio il gioco. Aspetta, no, minchia, con la centrale, poi con la destra di nuovo, minchia, no, mi sono, vabbè sì, no, niente, non
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No! Vi siete Vi siete buttati giù.